The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O, the R, the K. Look yourself in the face. Look yourself in the mirror. Ask yourself, are you giving 120% every day? Every play? Give me 120 or don't give me nothing at all. The guy you competing against, you haven't outworked him. You've not outworked the person next to you. You've not out-hustled them. You've not out-rhymed them. You've not outdone them. You're not locked in. Bring all your passion. Bring heart. Every single game, every single play. Put forth 120% or don't ask nobody to do nothing for you. The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O.
What is up? What's going on? Good morning, good morning, good morning, my guys. How are you? Man, a lot going on today in this whole like trading atmosphere, guys. But we're gonna go over a lot of that today. I will only be with you guys for an hour today because I have like stuff back to back at work, but we're gonna jam a lot into this hour. So man, a lot going on. Crypto Benny, good morning. What do you get for being the first one here? You get congratulations, brother. You are the first one here. Appreciate you hanging out with me in the morning and ready to go. Selmo, good morning. What are we buying today? We'll get to that in a minute. I'm probably gonna be buying some stuff. I got some stuff going on today. So we're gonna get to that in a minute. But yeah, I got some stuff rolling today that I'm looking at. Crypto Benny, good morning. Selmo Fudd, wake up. We're up. We're at it, brother. We giving 120 every day, all day, man. Every day, all day, man. We give that 120, 120%. Selmo, you know me, man. I don't sleep. I just nap, man. Elmo, good morning, brother. How are you? Thank you for yesterday, Elmo. I appreciate you, man. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, appreciate you, man. Good morning, MMAI family. Yes, good morning. Elmo, Seiko, everybody say hi to each other. That's good. I don't want to miss anybody as we go down through here. Ken, good morning. Good early afternoon for you. What's going on, fam? Yeah, what is going on? So Benny saying hi. Doc, Seiko Hunt, Selmo, Ken. Yeah, we got a lot going on. XXI, good morning, brother. How are you? What's good, man? What's good with you, man? Man, I'm living the dream. I'm enjoying these markets. I'm enjoying what's going on right now, man. I'm loving this. This is trading right now. The markets that we're in right now is trading. Man, I'm like completely in my atmosphere right now. So this is my game. This is my game to play. We sat stale for so long, man. I'm good. Like this is what I enjoy right here. So yeah, I'm completely in my element right now. Seiko Hunt, yeah, hit that like button, everybody. Smash that like button, man. Smoke that like button. Yeah, so watched a few of Caddy Crypto and Luna Classic is Luna Classic is looking hot, Ken, man. Yeah, I see Luna Classic is starting to make a comeback. I stay away from Luna Classic. There's a couple things, a couple reasons why I stay away from Luna Classic. One is, Do Quad. He very well may have the keys to that car, and everything that they're doing maybe like for nothing. And in the communities, man, they're rough, man. The communities have kept that project down for so long, fighting amongst each other. Like they can't get out of their own way, man. You always call me Selmo laughing out loud. Seiko, I don't always call you Selmo. I got you. I got you, man. I got you, brother. You guys laughing at each other. There's Big Wise Dude in the house. Good morning to Big Wise Dude. Good morning. Good morning. Selmo, good morning. Sup, Ken? Just going down through this chat. You guys are chatty this morning, man. Big Watch. Ken, we got a lot to go over today, too, guys. So, a lot of stuff going on with Coinbase and Binance, man. A lot of stuff going on with them. Man, this thing gonna get crazy all summer long. I think these whole lawsuits, man, I think are gonna get just crazy all summer, man. And I think there's just gonna be dirt thrown all over everybody. Big Y said, "What's up to Seiko?" Elmo, yes, you do. Seiko, you ain't gonna let me have that. You ain't gonna let me have that. He does cost you. Damn, Rob, you gonna have my back, man. Seiko, man, I appreciate you, man. It's all love, man. I just try to go down through this chat real quick. But like it. Seiko says, but he likes it. Okay. It's popping. It's popping early in the chat. Yeah, Big Watch is popping today, man. Let's try to get through some stuff here, and I want to respect the chat, so go on through it. Yo, pre-markets, man, these things just flipped like crazy. When I woke up early this morning, about 4:35, they were all green, man. These things just popped to red. You know, I don't know. I think the market itself today is going to be one of them up and down markets. You see this pop back to green. It's just this one, right? The Nasdaq just popped back to green, but you can see these things are all over the place this morning. And usually that leads to uncertainty in the market when it first opens. So, you know, I don't expect a lot to go on in the market, maybe some sideways action going on. But GameStop took if you're in GameStop, you got smashed. They fired their CEO last night unexpectedly. They just let him go. And they just got smashed. Seiko Hunt. So more. Oh man, you ain't gonna let it go, man. Seiko, let it go, man. Let it go. I got you. But yeah, GameStop got smashed last night. And yeah, I don't know why they fired the CEO, but it was like this snapshot decision. But look, here we go. Here comes the FUD already, man. Binance lawyers allege that the SEC chair, Gary Gensler, offered to serve as advisor to crypto company in 2019. So here you have Gary Gensler going after Binance. And in 2019, he was over there begging for a job. So you tell me why he's mad at Binance, why he doesn't like Binance. Yes, you gotta respect the chat. You gotta respect the chat because that's I always try to respect the chat, Big Watch, always, man. Even if that means we don't get through everything we need to get through in a day, I still try to respect the chat, man. But yeah, so the Binance lawyers, man, they allege that my boy Gary Gensler tried to work for Binance back in 2019, and they didn't hire him, man. They didn't feel the need to hire him. So I don't know. Maybe this is why he's mad, right? Maybe this is why he hates crypto, because nobody wanted to give him a job, right? I mean, but this is a crazy development here. And this is why I think you're going to see all the mudslinging all summer long, because as this case goes on and on, you're going to get, the SEC is going to get it from both sides. They're going to get it from Binance and they're going to get it from Coinbase, and they're getting it from somebody else too. And we'll get to that here in a minute as we go down through this stuff. Let's just skip right to the news, and then we'll come back to the pricing of this, right? We'll come back to the crypto market in general. Let's go ahead and get right to the news right here. So I did a video on this yesterday, and this is crazy. Robinhood joins Coinbase, and saying it tried to come in and register like SEC wanted. So in this article right here, it explains that when your boy Gary was in front of the SEC, he was saying that the cryptocurrency exchanges weren't coming in to apply for the special permit to become brokers, special brokers for cryptocurrency. And the compliance officer from Robinhood is saying, well, hold on, man. We reached out, we tried to get a hold of you, we tried to talk to you, we tried to apply for this license, and you never replied to us, you never got back to us, you never even acknowledged the fact that we called. Coinbase said the same thing, right? So where there's smoke, there's fire, right? So you got Robinhood and Coinbase out here trying to do the right thing, trying to contact the SEC, trying to apply for this special license that they needed to become brokers. And then you have the SEC out here not getting back to them and Gary, and then charge Coinbase for not being a broker, right? So how does that make sense to anybody? So I tried to be a broker. You didn't get back to me. You didn't tell me what I needed. And then you popped me for not being a broker. Like this just gets crazier and crazier and crazier. So Robinhood stepped their game up. So they're joining Coinbase in this and saying, well, hold on, we both tried to do this. And we both got the same result. So it wasn't just Coinbase, like they did too. So, I respect Robinhood because Robinhood could have just laid back in the shadows and not said nothing because they didn't want to sell more Hunt. Oh man. They didn't want to put themselves out there, but at the same time, I respect Robinhood for putting themselves out there like that and saying, well, hold on, this ain't right. We did this. And then you got Coinbase CEO over here, Armstrong, coming out saying they're not going to stop staking. They don't care what the SEC says at this point. They're not shutting down their staking services. They're not shutting any of this down. And you just mad, Daniel. You just mad, Daniel, because you didn't get the SEC advisory position. Yeah, I am mad, man. They didn't give me the position, man. And you guys out here fudding me, man, and you guys out here fudding me, so I can't even get a job, man. So, that isn't that the marching orders as of lately. So if you get fudded, you can't get a job. Like your employees can't get a job. Isn't that what everybody's saying out here? Isn't that the talk of the town? So, but yeah, you got Coinbase CEO right here, Armstrong, saying he's not shutting his staking program down. So, whatever, man. He's basically telling the SEC, you're gonna have to come and show me. You're gonna have to come and show me what I'm doing wrong. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see how this thing unfolds, man. It's gonna be interesting. I like it. But here's CZ. CZ got it. CZ's got to he's got to chill out a little bit though because he's in trouble. Binance redirected 12 billion to firms controlled by CEO CZ, right? So if you go down through this article, it lists the firms, it lists the amounts that were transferred out of Binance to these firms that were owned by CZ to the tune of $12 billion, right? So basically what the SEC is saying is CZ cashed $12 billion out on everybody on Binance. He cashed $12 billion out. So moved it to his companies that he controls, and if they can prove this out, at all, CZ's in trouble. I put a video out yesterday about CZ getting summons to court. The Washington District Court summoned CZ. He has 21 days to answer it. And listen, if I'm CZ, I'm answering that within 21 days. but I'm doing everything I can not to step foot in the United States. Like I'm trying my best not to have to appear in the United States, because my thought is that once he appears in the United States for any type of summons, even though it's a just a lawsuit, that the DOJ is going to arrest him for criminal charges. Right now, it's hard for them to arrest him because he's not here. He's not in the United States. But as soon as he steps foot in the United States, I think they're going to arrest him. So if I'm him, I'm trying to do everything I can to not step foot in the United States, to not have to come here and answer any lawsuit, try to do all that virtual, because they're going to arrest him. I just have that feeling that they're going to arrest him, because he's doing exactly what Sam did, right? So if Sam got arrested, how is CZ not going to get arrested? The difference was Sam was only in the Bahamas, and they could just go scoop him up. CZ, he may be somewhere. He may be somewhere where they can't where they can't just go scoop him up. So Coinbase wants to grow a pair of a pair of balls, and defy the SEC about staking. Yeah, they're growing a pair of balls, man. But they are defying them about their staking program. But didn't have those balls when they delisted XRP. Yeah, basically, Big Watch. Yeah, I mean they grow a set of balls about their staking program, and they're gonna fight the SEC on it. But when it came to the XRP listing and delisting that, they were one of the first ones to take it down. But here's the thing, you can only poke a bear so many times before you wake him up, and I think Coinbase. When the whole XRP thing happened, they were probably trying to work collaboratively with the SEC and have a good working relationship with them. But then the SEC kept poking that bear, and then all of a sudden, they woke that bear up. Remember, Congress Congress doesn't support the SEC. Yeah, Congress is starting to not support the SEC more and more. I think there's going to be a hearing on all this. I think Gary's going to have to come to the Hill. He's going to have to answer some questions about what's going on right now, and what he's got going on. But if I'm CZ, listen, I'm not coming to the United States, man. I'm doing whatever I can not to land a plane in the United States. Few countries will protect CZ from US. Yeah, there's a couple, Ken, and Dubai, I believe, is one of them, and I believe that's where he's probably at. I believe that's where he's at. So he probably can stay there and be good. But if I'm, I don't know. This is just my opinion. If I was CZ, I wouldn't come back. The same way Do Kwon didn't come back, right? Do Kwon wasn't stepping foot in the United States, after the congressional hearings, after the congressional hearings, they grew balls. Yeah, I think after the congressional hearings and everybody seen kind of where the Congress was at, a lot of these cryptocurrency exchanges grew some balls, because now they know that they have some backing in Congress, maybe not as much as they need, but some of them. But good point. Yeah. But yeah, I think CZ's probably over in Dubai, and they're not going to allow the United States to extradite him. But here's the thing, I'm not doing it. I'm not setting foot in the United States. I'm like, nah, I'm good, man. You guys gonna have to come and get me, kind of like Do Kwon, right? He did the same thing, and he still hasn't come back to the United States. He still hasn't came here and faced the charges that they charged him with. So I don't know if I'm CZ. I'm in Dubai. I'm hanging out in Russia. I'm hanging out. I'm hanging out in China. You know, I'm hanging out. I'm hanging out everywhere who hates the United States. That's where I'm going. You know, because at least I know I'm not facing criminal charges at that point. So, you know, uh, CZ's in trouble, man. CZ, you know, I was a CZ backer, and I'll be the first one to eat that. You know, El Salvador. I don't know about El Salvador. I don't know what the relationships are with the United States. I haven't really paid a whole lot of attention to that. Um, but I mean, yeah, if El Salvador has a no has a policy where they're not releasing people to the United States, yeah, El Salvador is a perfect place to go. They got Bitcoin City and everything. Uh, Seiko Hunt. CZ is guilty. I think he is, Seiko. Uh, I think he is. I think he's guilty. He's guilty of, you know, is he guilty of everything they're charging him with? I don't know, but you don't have to be guilty of everything. If you're just guilty of some of it, you're guilty, right? Uh, I thought there were pictures of Do Kwon getting arrested. There was Big Watch. There was, but they're trying to get him to the United States to answer some charges or at least talk to the investigators over here in the United States. And Do Kwon's fighting that every step of the way, and you don't hear about it anymore. So obviously he's won. You know, they're not bringing him back. So that was. So we'll see. But we'll see. But yeah, I seen some. But some of them pictures that they say of Do Kwon was fake too. So Rob Gaten. Okay, okay. But yeah, like I don't know what you guys feel about that. But you know, I don't think CZ. Me personally, if I'm CZ, I'm not coming back. And you know, I think that's probably the best thing for CZ is to stay the hell out of the United States. Um, but I think did you see that they shut that Binance US stopped trading a whole bunch of pairs? There was a ton of pairs that they took off of their exchange that they're no longer trading. Take the 12 that were listed plus another like 25 more or something like that they quit trading. So you know, Binance US is probably going down. They lost billions and billions of dollars last year, they said, in revenue. And so that's not good for them. And you have all the Binance people, Binance US people in high places. They turned from Pete to parakeet, and they started telling on CZ. These guys can't tell on CZ fast enough. So, you know, every time he turns around, there's a new person that's telling on CZ. And they have that seize order on Binance US too, where they want to seize all their assets. So you guys better get your money off of there if you have any on there. If CZ steps down, Binance will be fine. Binance.com will probably be fine. Binance US is probably done. They're probably toast at this point. Big Watch, dude. Yeah, they're Binance US probably toast at this point. Seiko, I don't care, man. I don't care, man. You guys, man. I like it. I like the joking. Dr. Daniel, yeah, I like the joking, man. Listen, Seiko. If we can't joke back and forth with each other, man, what good is it, right, man? So I love it, man. Listen, I got some thick skin, so, but I got some thick skin, man. So that none of that bothers me. Um, uh, kill the whistle, kill the whistle, kill the whistleblowers. He's kill the whistleblower. He's fine. Yeah. If you just take them out, go back to the old days where they were throwing people out of the plane over top of Mexico. You know what I mean? put them on a plane, put them on a little personal plane, fly them over to Mexico, fly them over to Bahamas, throw them, go ahead, give them the choke out, throw them out of the plane, and call it a day, right? All in love, yeah. But CZ, Binance US is dead, man. Unless somebody actually comes in and takes it over, much like FTX 2.0, Binance US is pretty much dead. Binance.com will probably survive because they have billions on top of billions on top of billions of dollars. But people got to forget, Binance US was so small on their balance sheet. Like it was small. Daniel Gangster. I'm just saying that's how they used to handle it back in the day, man. You get that necktie, and then you turn around and you end up on a flight over Mexico in the jungle somewhere. It was what it was. No, never to be heard of again. So then you got your boy, we got to touch on this. You got your boy Milton here saying that just because people are talking about the employees, the 72 employees that he had at Terrarium, that they can't find jobs, so it's our fault that his employees can't find jobs because we're talking about Terrarium and we're talking about them being a fraud and all this stuff. And he, so his employees can't find jobs, so on and so forth. It couldn't be the fact that they worked for a scammer, or it couldn't be the fact that they worked for that they worked for a scammer, or maybe there's not 72 employees, maybe they didn't have any employees, maybe his employees weren't no good. I mean you think about it, if Binance US goes down, how many cryptocurrency exchanges are going to be jumping on? It's going to be basically at the front door of Binance US trying to scoop their employees up, right? The same should go here for Terrarium. There's if they actually had good employees that knew what they were doing, and actually had 72 employees, then these guys would all these people, all these blockchain experts, all these blockchain people, they would be trying to scoop this talent up, right? So oh God, oh Milton, Milton needs to shut the hell up. But we're gonna keep talking about him because here we go. Lock him up now. Yeah, he's on his way. I think Milton's gonna get charged. Milton Milton needs that the helicopter. Yeah, Milton needs to take that ride. There's a special ride to hell for this dude. They don't exist. They don't exist on they don't resist or couldn't even put together Terrapool. No, they couldn't even put together a launch pad, right? So, why would other companies go out and hire these developers that basically a launch pad, only thing a launch pad is a website. So you basically couldn't put together a website, but you're saying that your employees can't be hired, and it's our fault that they can't be hired. It's crazy that we got to come out here and address this nonsense. It really is. It's crazy that, he's still on Twitter spewing this nonsense. But what are you going to do? Right. And, a dickhead's going to be a dickhead no matter what day of the week it is. So I guess yesterday was his day. I got to tell you, man, Twitter has been full of clowns lately. I don't know, with no gas can. Yeah. Laughing out loud. Fuck Milton. Your scam. He is a scam. I don't think he has 72 employees. I don't think he has any employees. I think all the work that they did on anything that they did, they probably hired them people off of Fiverr. And I'm serious about that. Like, I'm not even kidding. You literally can buy on Fiverr a centralized exchange skin for next to nothing, right? You can, and then you can go on Fiverr and hire some second-rate developers to program that thing up to at least make it look like it's running, or running at a level that's not even secure or up to standards. And I believe that that's what Terra did. They went on fiber. They hired these guys on contract, and you know and they had everybody believing that they had a centralized exchange. You still don't see the numbers of trades that they did on their centralized exchange. Nobody even knows if it's real. Like they literally could have been lying to you guys the whole time, which shouldn't surprise you um, if that happened. So two employees from Binance and Coinbase. I don't know, Rob. I think I think that this Terra was a two-person show. It was Milton and it was Dr. Praveen. You know what I mean? Thank you for calling a scam, calling a scam center. How can I? How can we help you? Oh, Big Wise, that's crazy. Thank you for calling the scam center. How can we help you? Seiko Hut. Uh, everything, everything about this, fucking, everything about this fucking is fake. Yeah, I think so too, Seiko. Everything about this thing is fake. I don't even think that they've ever even had an actual exchange. Um, to tell you the truth, I really don't. Like you would want to show the numbers. You would want to boast about your numbers. You would want to talk about, how many transactions you have in these certain markets. As a project, you would want to talk about that stuff, right? So I'm telling you, I think they went on Fiverr. They bought the skin. They hired some people off of Fiverr to go ahead in the backgrounds and program that up to make it look like it was running. And it was never really up and running, and they just literally took millions and millions of dollars from the investors, right? And that's what happened. They literally stole millions and millions of dollars from investors, and we're talking probably in the hundreds of millions. By the time you add taxes, and by the time you add the money that they took from liquidity, by the time you add the fact that during that Binance fiasco that they self did to themselves, that there was some big wallets that were selling off when that thing was going up. When you look at all these things together, Milton and Dr. Praveen probably took hundreds of millions of dollars from people. I don't think that Dr. Romana had anything to do with this, to tell you the truth. I really don't. I think that he was in the dark. I don't think that Dr. Romana knew what was going on with terrarium. And he's just what they call collateral damage, right? So in my opinion, you got three different types of people in this world. You got rich people, you got tough people, and then everybody else is just collateral damage. And I think Romana was collateral damage. Um, think of all all the money they made from the taxes. Yeah, from the taxes alone, Big Watch. And that's what I'm saying. Like when you looked at just the Binance spike in volume, right? Just that big, huge spike in volume, they were getting taxes off of all that. But here's what people fail to understand about these tokens that have taxes on them, right? Everybody thinks, oh my God, the devs are cashing in when the charts are spiking, right? They're spiking, they're spiking, they're spiking. So all these taxes are going in. Well, guess what? They're getting the same amount of taxes when the charts are tanking. That's why a lot of these guys have 5 in, 5 out, 10 in, 10 out, right? Because they're cashing in on you on the way up and they're cashing in on you on the way down. So to a developer of a token that has taxes, it doesn't matter to them whether that chart's going up or whether that chart's going down, because they're cashing in. They're cashing in both ways. He said he tried. He said he tried to get them to sign a multi-sig, and they said Milton was never going to sign a multi-sig because him and Dr. Praveen were controlling them dollars, and they didn't want anybody else to question what they were doing. I'm hitting the gym at 7:45, so I'll miss the rest. All right. go get that workout in. But let's go back over here. Let's look at some of these. Oh, I just want to let you guys know too. Jerry, we talked about that token Jerry that I got into the pre-sale. Is launching today at 6 p.m. If you got in the pre-sale, airdrop tokens will be at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They're going to airdrop everybody their tokens. Launches at 6 p.m. So, good man, Doc. Yeah, you're going to get that gem. Going to get that gem in. So, airdrops will be at 5:30. Launch will be at 6. For Jerry, this is I don't tell you guys all the DGen plays that we're in, but this is one of them that I'm in. Got into that pre-sale. So I told you guys, Neroni, Neroni, I think is a solid project, but I don't know. I'm going to get into Neroni, but I don't see their marketing reaching out to people and really pushing the token, right? Their marketing has to get a lot better. And their marketing, it just, I don't know about Neroni if it's not for Crypto Lounge, right? And Dr. Rob doesn't know about Neroni if it's not for me, right? So they're going by word of mouth. And they need to get out there and market. I mean, they have a good project, they have a great product, but you can have the best product in the world, but if nobody knows about it, then what are you really doing, right? Just might be nice if like Rick, yeah, Jerry's gonna be these guys have launched 2 successful projects already. Well, I shouldn't say projects, 2 memes that were very successful. And these are meme coins. These are DGen plays, guys. So I don't share every DGen play we're in with you guys because I don't want you guys to get wrecked. But Jerry's one that we talked about on here before. So I really wanted to bring it to you guys and let you guys know that the launch was coming because it's one that we talked about before. And if you got in, I want you guys to know the information. But going back to Neroni, I think Neroni's got great potential, but I just don't think that when I go on Twitter, when I go everywhere else, like I don't see them. I don't see them. I just don't. Talking about MMA. MMA markets themselves. There's always stuff out there about MMA. Airdrop first. Unlike Ben. Yeah. Jerry's doing it different than Ben. He's airdropping everybody their tokens. They're not hanging on to them. So, I don't know. We'll see how Jerry goes today. I expect the launch to go well. I got in a pre-sale, so I damn sure hope it goes well. Sounds like you talking about MMAI. Oh, when I say marketing, I don't know. MMAI is out there a lot, Curtis. There's a lot of people on Twitter, moving that project. But I don't see anything, when it comes to Neroni. I wish that they would market more. I think that they have a good project, but it worries me that nobody knows about it. MMAI is dropping. MMAI is dropping utilities. Any minute. We're close. We are really close to dropping some utilities. Meta Week is going to be a big week. Meta Week is going to be a huge week for MMAI, guys. Meta Week is one of these weeks where I think you're going to see a lot of what we're talking about during Meta Week. And the reason I say that is because MMAI and we've talked about this before, and you guys know they're a sponsor of this channel, but I'm gonna give it to you 100 at the same time. They have to have a good meta week. They have to show up at meta week with something. They have to show up with utility, ready to show. And I think they will. I think that meta week is the week where you're going to see a lot of this stuff roll out. This is their first marketing outside of Twitter, outside of YouTube, outside of Reddit, outside of the normal cryptocurrency marketing atmosphere. This is a big blockchain event. So I think knowing that they have to show up with stuff in Meta Week. So I think Meta Week's going to be a big week for MMAI. It has to be a big week for MMAI. Anything less than that is going to be disappointing. It has to be a big week, and I'm putting that out there. And I probably know a little bit more than what you guys know, but I'm telling you that they have to have a big meta week. You don't get a second chance. You don't get a second chance at an event this big and so. It's not like you get a redo next week. I see 100x with MMAI in less than 2 years. I see 100x. I would say less than 2 years. It's my largest bag. All right, Curtis. It's up there. It's up there for me. Top 3. It's definitely top 3 for me. But they gotta have big meta week. And I'm gonna keep saying that all the way up to meta week. That's you're gonna hear me talk about the wallet, and you're gonna hear me talk about meta week. That's all I'm gonna talk about. Is the wallet and meta week. So we gotta get this wallet out, and we gotta have a good meta week. That's what we've got to do. I've been buying MMAI off Bitmart. That's a good place. The volume is really good over there. What are other good place to what is other good place to buy? Big watch. I would stay on Bitmart. Or the DeFi side of I would stay on Bitmart or the DeFi side for MMAI. Because Bitmart has the most value, and obviously DeFi side, you're in a DeFi wallet. You got Gate.io, and you have what's the other one? Lbank. But I think you're in the right spot, either Bitmart or DeFi. I agree. MMA's got to have a strong big meta week. Yeah, I think XXI. I think you're right. MMA has got to go to meta week. They got to show up and show out, right? And I think they will. I mean, you don't drop 40K on a booth because you want to stand there and just talk, right? There's a plan there. You don't want to stand there and just talk. You drop 40K on one of the biggest booths at Meta Week because you have things planned. You have things planned. You have things that that you're trying to roll out, that you're trying to showcase. So I think that's what the deal is. Obviously for them to showcase it, it's got to be out for us too, right? So, I think that's coming as well. So, we got to get that. We got to get that done. Dr. Rob, later, man. I'll talk to you a little later this morning, Doc. But yeah, market guys, the market's just kind of trading sideways. It's kind of just doing what it does. It's rebounding a little bit from the issues that Coinbase and Binance presented, and Gary Gensler presented to the market. It's just trading sideways. You see Bitcoin, it's bounced back. Ethereum's holding stronger than what I thought. BNB got crushed yesterday. It's probably at its 6-month low, right? Yesterday it was down in the 250 area, probably at its 6-month low. And I think I actually picked some up. I don't think that BNB is going anywhere. I don't think that it's all of a sudden just going to fold up due to this case and just not be, it's just going to be irrelevant. But I do see XRP surpassing BNB in market cap. I think this summer BNB will slide down this market cap and XRP will slide up. I definitely can see XRP taking over that number one spot and BNB coming down here to number 6. I just have that gut feeling. And if that happens, you're looking at what's this 27 and 41. You're looking at almost just under a 2x for XRP to take that spot over. So you're probably a 2x here is 52 cents. You're probably looking at $1, somewhere around $1.20, $1.20, $1.30. You're going to see XRP come up in here and take over this BNB spot, which will probably happen. So, when you look at it, BNB will slide back. I think BNB is going to go back. It's going to stay between this $250 and $300 range for a while, just until some things get figured out, right? Look at how long XRP traded sideways, around 30 to 40 cent range before it actually even started to get back into the 50 cent range, right? It was well over 24 months. BNB could be in the same situation, right? But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Solana got popped too, really good last night. This was $20 before this whole thing went down. Now it's up to 1877. So a lot of these things are down. Matic was pushing back up to that dollar range. Now it's sitting at 77 cents. I can tell you guys I did buy Matic yesterday, right around this price actually. I bought some more. Jasmine is getting pushed down today as well, from what I've seen this morning. So I may add there. XLM is getting pushed down a little bit. Not yet, right here, 88 cents, 87. Not yet in my buy range for XLM, but getting close. You see a lot of sell pressure coming in here for XLM. It's getting pushed down. Quant is not necessarily in my buy range either yet. So last time I checked, it was sitting at $112. It's $111 now, but I hold true to everything I said. Every time this thing drops below 100, I'm a buyer here just because that's my cost. Arbitron had a lot of issues yesterday with their platform. They actually shut down for a little while due to some stuff that they had going on, security issues in their platform. I think Arbitron's a good platform. I haven't used it yet, but a lot of good reviews on it. So keep your eye on Arbitron if you think that this is a good buy. As people wake up and start to read that news from last night, you may see this price go down a little bit. If you're a Crow believer, you're sitting at 5 cents right now. Still a good play. I almost dumped my Matic yesterday. But I held. Big watch. You want to know what I did yesterday? I was talking to Rob on the phone and we were talking and I could see the market going down. I actually dumped all of my Matic at like 82 cents. I dumped it all and came back in at 77 cents. Used the same money that I had at 82 cents and bought it at 77. Ended up with more Matic and then even threw more money at it. So I basically sold, bought, and then bought again. Hope I don't regret it. Yeah, I don't think you will. Matic will be fine. It's just shaking this out, right? That's all we're doing is we got to shake this out, right? I think Matic will be fine. I think all the tokens that were named will be fine. I don't see them shutting them down. I don't see anybody, like, if people were going to start delisting them, they already would have, right? They would have did that yesterday. You would have seen a mad run on people delisting them because they were scared. We didn't see that yesterday. So I think that was the initial thought process behind it with the SEC, and it didn't happen. So I think not that was my fear. My fear was legitimately that everything that they listed in that lawsuit as being a security, and Matic being one of them, that centralized exchanges were just going to start pulling out of trading them tokens, and they didn't. So that lets me know that, it's going to be okay. So this is the daily chart. It's just a sea of red, right? This is a bloodbath overnight. This thing is just a straight bloodbath. I mean, you literally could have got into any single one of these tokens and probably got in at a good price. XDC is the only one on the actual overnight that's in green, and it's only in green at at around 2.9%, call it 3%, right? So XDC is the only one that's sitting in green. Everybody else is in red on the overnight. So this market got crushed last night. Let's go ahead and look at this hourly, see what's going on with that. A lot of green, so there's a lot of recovery this morning. But like we talked about yesterday, it's not hard for all of these to be in the green when you got smoked like you did last night. It doesn't take a lot for these things to come back and look like they're green. A lot of people are down a lot of money right now, and a lot of people are now, as you see, they're waking up and they're starting to DCA their way down into these tokens. So there's great buying opportunities out there for everybody. Gala sitting here. I'm not buying Gala again. I'm not touching Gala. I'm gonna tell you guys that right now. Gala was one of my top 5 bags. I sold out of that. I'm done with them guys. I got no love lost for them. I think that they screwed over the community pretty bad. I don't, I can't trust the devs. So I'm out of Gala. I'm out of Gala for good. I don't even care if I miss money there. I'm not going back there, So also we can stick with the meme coin season, guys. I think there's a new meme out called Inu. Looks like a halfway decent meme play. Might be a little late for you to jump in, but you can probably get in and do a little swing trading on that if you want to. Seems decent. I didn't get into that early. Actually, I didn't get into it at all. I was thinking about it yesterday, but I just didn't feel like adding another meme to my bag, to tell you the truth. That's why I didn't get in. So that's another one that you guys might want to look at. Check it out. I guess it's the Shiba Inu founders created that. That's what they're saying. Your Pop's pushing it. So we'll see how that rolls. See how that rolls. If that's something that you guys want to get into, it looks pretty safe. But understand there's a lot of bots on that contract as well. So it's the bots will push a contract down. It'll either push it way up or push it way down. So got to be careful with that. Not jumping in yesterday. We'll create a position tomorrow. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. I'm looking at the chart. I want to see where it goes. It went straight down yesterday. From where I was looking at it to where it was, it went down. Inu might be a good play, but with next week coming, Yeah, I think we're gonna get a pause with them interest rates. XXI, I think the market's gonna send on that pause, but I can see an interest rate hike coming in July. Um, I can see us pausing, and then the jobs market being strong, inflation data being high, and I can see another interest rate possibly coming in July, which will tank the markets again. You start to hear these professionals start to talk now, so-called professionals start to talk more and more about a recession, and the market's starting to price in a recession. We've been in a recession forever, and now they're starting to really talk about, oh, we're going to be in a recession. So the markets are starting to price that in. You're going to see that. Um, we can go back to talk about stocks because it does affect crypto. Right now, high tech stocks like Apple, Nvidia, all them guys are at all-time highs right now. They're way above. They're way above where they should be trading at. So you're going to see them come down. You're going to see them come way down, I think. And when that happens, usually the crypto market comes down as well. Uh, yeah, I agree. But with the market being so man, hold on, I gotta move my mouse over here so I can read this. Being so emotional, gonna be gonna be some gonna be some good deals. There's gonna be some good deals when they do get a pause. There gonna be some good deals now, right? There's good deals now. I'll tell you, if the SEC comes out and they go after one more of these exchanges like Gemini, um, that's in the United States, I think you might see another downturn in the market. I'm not taking that off the table yet. So, uh, you know, my plan is to do the next few days, and just before this pause, then ride it out. I'm kind of sitting on the sidelines XXI right now. I mean, I'm buying. Don't get me wrong, I'm buying, but I'm buying in smaller increments. Like what I would have bought into a certain dip, I'm probably pulling that back to like 25% of what I would have put in a dip. Um, just because I need to see how this market's going to shake itself out, and I need to see if there's anything else out there that's going to tank this cryptocurrency market, uh, and make it push down even further, because there's so much uncertainty right now that you have to proceed with caution, right? And I tell everybody that, like, always have cash on the sidelines, proceed with caution. And what's scary is this market cap. You're only sitting at $1,100,000,000,000, right? That's actually down from yesterday by a lot, by a lot. So, this market cap is really scary. You're only $100 billion away from going back under a $1 trillion market cap. And if you remember, when we were under $1 trillion market cap before, Bitcoin was sitting in the low 20s. Ethereum was sitting at like 1,200. So we're right there. We're teetering on that edge. We're teetering on that edge of where we were at before, under a trillion. And the last thing you want to see in this market is this market cap going under $1 trillion. There's nothing good that happens when this market cap goes under a trillion, for prices. So that's kind of one of the reasons why I'm investing, but I'm pulling back on the amount of money I'm investing, because if there's anything else that shocks this market and that happens, we're gonna see all kinds of great buys. Hey DG, I just bought a safe pail wallet. So do you think I'll still be able to use it despite the yeah, I think you'll be fine. I don't think SafePal is going to be affected by this lawsuit at all. I don't think Trust Wallet's going to be affected. I don't think SafePal is going to be affected. I don't think any of the DeFi wallets or cold storage wallets will be affected at all. I mean, Binance does own a piece of SafePal, but it's a very small piece. SafePal will continue on with or without Binance. So it's they don't own a large piece of SafePal. It's a small piece. It's a minority piece. So I wouldn't worry about that, Big Watch. You'll be fine. Trust Wallet too. You'll be fine with Trust Wallet, I think. So I don't think that them are two that you need to concern yourself with right now. Coinbase Wallet, on the other hand, that wasn't named in the lawsuit. So anybody who's got anything on Coinbase Wallet, my suggestion is don't mirror it to a new wallet, but actually transfer your funds off of Coinbase Wallet, just because you don't know how that's going to shake out. And everybody's got balls now, but when things happen, we'll see. Anytime anybody names something in a lawsuit, I'm moving my stuff until it gets shaken out. We've all been here before, right? I've been looking up on Chainlink. I've been loading up on Chainlink. I have Elmo. That is one of ones that I got into. Me and you talked about it, and I got into Link. And at $5 where it was this morning, great buying opportunity for me, I think. And I probably Chainlink is one of the ones I'll probably throw some more money at today, just because I'm actually down on my investment on Link, but I'm not down. If I DCA in today, I'll be even. So Link was not named. Link was not named in the SEC investigation. Yeah, it wasn't named. Link was pretty safe and solid. You got to remember though, too, people forget that Link is actually they actually are integrated with that whole ISO 2022. And if you notice, none of the tokens that are integrated into that ISO 2022 are even being talked about. And it's because of that whole integrated system that they need to move money around. They need these guys. And Link is in there. If you look at who is actually in it and inside that system and how it operates, Link is there. Which I think is actually a really, really good thing for Link. And I think it puts them in a different type of position. But yeah, Link is one of the ones I'll probably throw some money at today. Just because I see it took a big hit yesterday. Big hit. But I'm definitely invested in Chainlink, guys. We talked about it. I told you guys when I was getting in and that I got in. So definitely, if you look at this hit that this thing took yesterday right here, it's a straight slope down, man. It's straight down. But this to me is a great opportunity, right? So that's a good observation, DG. Yeah, I mean, it's some of the stuff, Big Watch, that I've just been thinking about over the past couple of days since all of this has really shaken itself out. Is I look at the tokens like that they're really trying to that they've named, right? And what is their affiliation and what's common with them? And then I started to look at what wasn't named, right? Like why wasn't XRP named? Why wasn't Stellar named? Why wasn't Quant named? Why wasn't HBAR named? Why wasn't Chainlink named? Well, a lot of the tokens that are big time tokens that a lot of people talk about, they they're all involved in that ISO system. And to be involved in that ISO system, and you guys know I'm a big ISO guy. I love it. I love them tokens. You have had to go. You went through an extensive check already, checks and balances of your systems already. With these other different countries, right? So, and Chainlink's part of that. So, it got me thinking yesterday. So, just something I was thinking about yesterday, and I was looking at it and doing some research on it, and I was like, man, like none of these guys got hit. I didn't know Chainlink had an ISO affiliation. Yeah, they do. They have an ISO affiliation. How deep that ISO affiliation is, I'm not sure, but they're on a chart. They're on the ISO chart. So, but yeah, sitting at $5.99 right now. That's actually really good entry point. When you pull this back, what are we on? We're on a 7-day. You go to the month. When you pull this back, even on the month, it's at its lowest point in a month right now, right? So this is a really good entry point for Link. And when you pull it back to the year, right? If you draw this line straight across the year of where you are at right now, you are basically almost at. There's not too many lower points for Link than where you are right now over the year. There's one that sits right here, and I'm not even going to try to narrow the date down, but that was $5.60. So you're not too far off of that. So when you look at this thing over the course of a year, if you get in right now, you're getting in at some pretty good lows, right? And then, you can come over here and look at the last high, right? Like looking at $8, $8.50, $8.57. That's a $3 swing trade right there. So who would you compare Chainlink to? Chainlink's blockchain. They focus a lot on NFTs. They focus a lot on NFT swapping on their blockchain. So any blockchain that really focuses on NFTs, Sol focuses a lot on NFTs. So you could kind of compare it to that, but there's really not a lot. That's really not a good comparison. But that's probably the closest you might get to. Gotta run. Have a great one. Thank you, Elmo. You too. I'm running in a second too. You could probably compare it to Sol a little. So as far as their NFT trading, but Chainlink's a lot about launching these NFT projects and NFT trading and NFT swapping. So, which plays a big role in the ISOs, right? When we talk about the ISOs, you talk about a lot of their information being stored on NFTs and being swapped on NFTs. And I think that's where Chainlink is going to. I think that's where Chainlink's going to come in. It's right there. It's having that platform, but I don't know. Maybe Solana, Big Watch, probably close. They do a lot of NFT stuff over there at Solana. So maybe you can compare Chainlink to Solana. Maybe. Yeah. I was wondering if Solana was a good comp. Yeah, I would say that's probably the closest, Big Watch. But all right, guys, with that, I gotta get out of here. I got like meetings back to back this morning, and then back to back this afternoon, and we got to launch at 5:30 with Jerry. So I had to get out of here. I gotta get some stuff done. But I appreciate every single one of you guys coming in, hanging out with me, talking it up in the morning, and basically just kind of chopping it up with me in the morning, man. I appreciate it. I might see you guys tonight at 7 on Waddy's Twitter space. He hasn't scheduled it yet, so I'm not even sure if he's going to go tonight at 7, but follow Waddy, see if he goes. If he goes, I'll be there. Other than that, I try to scoot around in some of the YouTubers chats today, see what else is going on. A lot of big news, guys. Pay attention. Protect your investments, guys. Really, really pay attention to these markets as these stories unfold, because as you guys can see, one story can make this market go down significantly. So make sure you're really paying attention to what's going on around you, especially in this environment, because in this environment, if you miss one story, you could be upside down in your investment. Really, really just pay attention. Ken, thanks, man. Thank you for coming, man. Ken, I appreciate you every day, all day, man. But really pay attention. Really, really pay attention. We're teetering on a ledge right now in this crypto market, and this thing could go one or two ways. This thing could go straight to the moon off of all of this, or this thing could go straight in the crapper, right? So pay attention. I don't want to see you guys upside down in your investments. So, with that, be safe, guys. And enjoy this time. Enjoy this time. There's a great buying opportunities for everybody. Great way to increase your bags. Great way to increase your wealth. So, but be smart about it. And you guys have a great day. Appreciate you. I will see you guys tomorrow morning and possibly tonight, man. Get at you then.